This is like my favorite item. My friends call this the Ruben Survival Kit. Of today, I'm gonna tell you how to pack for 1 year and living off a backpack. Instead of having all these bags, we're just gonna work with one. So the first item I would say, which is the most important, is your backpack itself. The backpack that I have is a backpack that kind of opens like a suitcase. It's a carry-on size. And it can also be made smaller. I normally keep it in one size, but a lot of times when you think about a backpack, it's really annoying that when something is at the bottom, you'll have to get everything out. And when you have a backpack like this, it's much easier to put everything in, and also when you just need something to grab it out. So let's just start filling it up. First, I would say trousers. You can bring either 1 or 2 pairs. Trousers are quite big, so they take up a lot of space. Obviously also the clothes that you're wearing. I'm wearing my pants right now. You wear your heaviest clothes. Maybe you want to wear a belt so you don't have to like pack that. But I'm gonna wear 2 pants. The reason why I have 2 pants is that just because sometimes you want to do laundry, and that one that I have over here is a linen pants. So it's not always appropriate to wear shorts in a country as a man. And by having a linen pants, I kind of have the benefit of it being light and still being all covered up. Next items, 2 t-shirts. I have a black and a white t-shirt. And because you don't want to wear every day the same thing, I have some other shirts, t-shirts here. They're all plain t-shirts. By rolling clothes up, you can just stack much more. It's also easier to find things back. Next point is I'm also going to bring 3 pairs of shorts. So I'm just going to stack them in there. They're very thin, and also the t-shirts that I had before, they're like as thin as possible. Anything you want to have in mind should be lightweight. And these are just 3 that I really like, so you'll probably see them in other videos. I'm also gonna bring 2 kind of shorts that are like pajamas. You know, in Europe, I know some of my German friends, they like to be naked around the house all the day. In Asia, I don't think it's always appropriate to do that. So these are super thin, easy to pack. And I'm also gonna add a swimsuit, which is also very light and thin. I can also use this when I'm working out. A microfiber towel. There's even smaller ones, but I do like something that I can dry myself with. Another one that's very important to bring is a shirt, a decent shirt. Some people bring 2. The reason why I bring a shirt is because sometimes you're invited to some kind of dinner, you want to go to a church or a temple, and it's just not appropriate to wear a t-shirt. I also have 2 long sleeve t-shirts. It can get cold in the north of Vietnam, or maybe when you're in Nepal or in the north of India, much colder than people expect. And I don't have a lot of like jackets and stuff with me, so I try to wear different layers, and a long sleeve really helps with that. This is just a little tank top, which is always good. I kind of combine that with like the pajama wear. Next I have a packing cube with like 7 underwear. There's also one very small bathing suit in there. I'm not a big fan of using a lot of packing cubes because I think they also add weight, but when it comes to like underwear, it's really easy to find things back. What I have here is a TRX resistance set. That's just to keep fit and to make sure that I can work out. I can hang this on a door or at a tree. And over here I have a little pouch which I'm gonna fill up with a lot of like separate small things. I have 2 coat hangers, which are great if you're doing laundry and you can just like fold them out like this. They weigh literally nothing. There's also an aluminium one which is also very strong, but it just weighs a little bit more. So you might wanna, yeah, you probably want to have the plastic ones that you want to bring along. So this one is a little bit too heavy, I would say. I always have one little cloth here. This is a microfiber cloth, sometimes you just need to clean stuff off. I have a set of goggles that I can also throw in here. That is one clothing pack. I have a very small little notebook that I use to, when I go out on the roads. I don't always have electricity or my phone with me, and sometimes I just like to be free of electronica, so that's also in there. I have a couple of resistant bands. They kind of add on to what I do with the TRX system. Very, very important to bring earplugs if you're in a hostel or even in a guest house, you're staying with someone. People snore, and this is really going to help you to get a bit of night rest. I always bite them through the middle because otherwise sometimes I wake up and it kind of, I don't want to say hurts, but I do feel it. So by biting them in the middle and then put them in my ear, I sleep much better. So that's another life hack. So this is like the contents that I have with all those things inside. In this pouch over here, I have converters, USB sticks. I have a small little radio. So I'm just gonna add this pouch. So I can just zip this up. So on the bottom I put a heavy and a lighter power pack. The reason why I have two, sometimes you're just a longer time without electricity. And I can also charge other things than my phone on this. The lightweight one is for when I just have like a small little day tour and I don't want to carry like the heavy weight. Speaking of lights, like a backpack that is totally foldable. And it fits, like, you can put your drone in there, you can put even a MacBook or some kind of laptop in there. And then it just folds up, like, super small. It's probably not the most comfortable one, but it looks very simple, so you won't put attention on you by having, like, a very fancy thing. And, you know, it stacks up very lightly. So I'll just put this at the bottom here also. What I have in here is my microphones, other than the one that I'm using, and some cables to make sure that I can record from a little bit more distance. I always try to stack electricity in pouches just to give them some extra protection. In here I have a little bit of like a kit with some medicines. I have some spray against mosquitoes, toothpicks, a razor knife, some gloves, some wet wipes. Everything is in here, so I'm just gonna put this in here too. Some toothbrushes in there. Then I have all the cosmetics that I use. So this is like my favorite item. My friends call this the Ruben Survival Kit. And what I have in here, charging cables. Here I have a measure tape. I have something to cut my nails. There's a little torch in here. There's small elastics, you know, to bind things. I have bobby pins, tweezers, needle and thread. I have some extra USB sticks here and small converters, some important cards. There's a little rope inside. Just small things. Here's my razor. Just small things that I could use. It's like a whole convenience bag. The reason why I think this is amazing is because I put it outside, so it's very easy to access, and whenever I need something, I know exactly where it is. There's also a pen in here when you're going through customs. So I'll put this here. And then here's my other favorite item. Here's a cutlery set. It's all plastic. A knife though doesn't cut that well, so I've added a wooden knife that I can use to cut things. I've used it so many times. It's also good for the environment, and sometimes you're just on the road and you just want to eat something. And this gives you away. This is a small little like fruit cutter. It also has like an edge that can cut through a kiwi, for example. Put it in here, put it on top. So I'll just close this out. And then one other tip that I have from another fellow backpacker, which is Alexander Travelbum, is to use this one to put it in the sink. It's like a stop. And then with the detergent that I have, I can just like wash my clothing without being dependent on a wash machine, whatever. I use a little brush to add it sometimes to like remove stains. I put that in that flap over here. And then here I have another clothes pack. I just put that with it. I also have a very small little light that I can clip onto something that I can use to read a book. I always have them there. Obviously when the plug is wet, I don't put them together. One more item I forgot. I have this huge plug for USB-C and normal USB cables. Then we have this pouch at the top here where I have a small little wireless speaker, an extra phone for WhatsApp. I also use local SIM cards, and there's too many times that I still need the SIM card at home to do like a one-time verification, especially when they see an IP address abroad. And my AirPods also go in here. What I also have in here is like collars. I have face masks in a couple of designs just to kind of match clothes that I'm wearing. Whenever I'm in hostels, you know, I said before to use the earplugs, but it's also good to have like a eye mask because sometimes just at 4 o'clock in the night people will turn the light on, or 2:30, and it's not really good for your sleep. In the last spot that we have over here, I put some extra cushion protectors, a little pouch. Sometimes the pillows don't really look very clean, so I'll just put my own cover on there. This is like an inflatable supportive cushion when you're in the plane, but also if you're in a long bus ride. I also have that in here. A numbered lock, so I also put that in here. This is a small little bag that I have for like dirty laundry. I'll just add it in here right now. Sometimes I have it on the inside of my bag. So, and then there's one little item that I put on the side here, which is a water bottle. The water bottle will purify, so I can go to any place in the world and just have like clean water. Some people say you do need it, some people say you don't need it. I like to have it so I can just drink water to stay hydrated. And then there's also 2 spots there for your passport, for your medical passport. Make sure that you have the right stamps before you're gonna go travel. And then before I, of course, close this off, I need to put my laptop in there. My laptop goes here, and I also have a little folder with like tests, some paperwork that I need to carry around me for my insurance. So I'll just zip this up. You can see it's here. It's not the lightest thing, it's also not the heaviest thing, but this will make sure that I have everything that I need. I'm just thinking, this is my very, very light winter jacket. I also have a very light rain jacket. And for my shoes, I have hiking boots from Timberland that also look kind of decent, look sporty. I can wear them under pants. I hope this video was useful. I am looking so forward to be traveling from Monday on. I hope to make a travel from Georgia all the way to the Far East, maybe even Japan. So I look forward to see you on my trip. If you do have any other tips or things that you thought I forgot to add in my backpack, just leave them below. I'm always open to learn and listen. And thank you very much.
And if this kind of content is useful to you, please consider subscribing. It helps the channel out a lot. I'll see you in the next one. Safe travels. Bye.